spoke on it just briefly. And then nerd talk is like how we talk about, like entertainment, whether it be comics and video games and shit like that. We all play video games. We got all the current generation at our fingertips right now, except for the motherfucking PS5 Pro. That's some shit y'all can have. That's a niche fucking product. I ain't really big on getting the latest and greatest thing, but if it's the latest, I can get it. It ain't necessarily gotta be the motherfucking greatest. But nerd talk. I've been playing my Xbox a lot. And I believe I'm working on my second Xbox Elite controller. And it might be my third because I feel like my controller getting a little drift now. I've been playing Call of Duty, Black Ops 6. And somehow, some way, it's starting to drift. I don't know if it's due to the different games, whatever. It won't be drifting at all in Modern Warfare 3, but now the motherfucker drifting. But Black Ops 6 has really showed me one thing, and that's to let me know that I'm really getting old. As far as my hand-eye coordination and all that, right? And I got extra buttons on the Elite. Got little paddles on the back and shit, so I ain't got to move my thumb. I can just hit the little paddles on the back. Nichole on the board like that because I get to use these fingers too. But I get to hit the paddles on the back to slide and shit like that, move and all this other stuff, and still look around and shoot. Anyway, they got this thing called Omni Movement. Nichole on the board.
What is Omni Movement?
Omni Movement means you can hold the B button, right, and then use the right thumbstick to wherever you're looking at, and you can slide and jump anywhere the fuck you want to go, right, in the game, right. And
so that's like unnatural movements.
It's real movements. Like if you wasn't really in a real gunfight in real life.
The way you was doing it.
Motherfucker, no, they had one dude. They had a jump where Freaky Zeke was on the interview. And he was like, the dude swung his legs. And I got hit. The nigga swung his legs in the game, yo. Jumped all down the steps and shot me. I'm like, how in the fuck am I supposed to hit these people that's flying around me? Like, and I get kills in the game. Like, I was telling Taj. He was getting off the bus and I came home a little early off work and I said, yo, son, I done played 4 matches of this game. I've been averaging 50 fucking kills per fucking match and only won one of these motherfuckers, yo. These people are smoking me in this goddamn game, yo. So the Omni Movement is a real thing, but it got me ready to retire, yo. But with that also, huh?
I said, don't retire.
Man, the Omni Movement it's a whole different game, yo. And the guns, like, they can shoot you as you go into cover. And by the time your heel hit the last piece of open airway to get into cover, you already fucking dead. It's like, what the fuck going on with this game? Hopefully they can balance this shit. Nuketown, you might well just stay still. Ain't no sense of even just running around because you can get fucked up. I don't even know if I ain't played it long enough to get all these unlocks and all the strong guns and stuff, because I do have a full-time job and also run podcasts and also a husband and father and all sorts of shit. So I ain't got enough time to dedicate to this game. But the little bit of time I do, I get smoked in this motherfucker, yo. But it is what it is. Call of Duty, if you ain't got it, you can get it on Game Pass for, $14, $15. I think it's $20 now for Game Pass Ultimate. You can get the game, stream it. If you have a Fire Stick, you can also play Call of Duty Black Ops 6 on your Fire Stick. And so Xbox got it so you can play any motherfucking way now. So shout out to Microsoft. They spent enough money to actually make these games go any fucking where. We just waiting on that portable fucking console, Microsoft. But with it also being said, to segue to the portable console.
Throw the portal out the water.
Yeah, please do. But with that also being said, the Nintendo Switch 2 might have to dethrone the PlayStation Portal because they have no official release date yet. Mm-hmm. But they came out and said, hey, we know y'all want this motherfucker. But before y'all do that, we got a new thing called the Nintendo Alarmo, which is an alarm clock that will track your movements and it will not snooze until you get the fuck out the bed. So it was real dope to see that. And as a Nintendo Switch Online member,
get that for your son,
that goddamn alarm clock is $100 motherfucking dollars, yo. Yeah, you see how your head popped up like that quick?
$100
for a fucking alarm clock,
yeah. That's gonna be his alarm clock for the rest of his life.
But it tracks your movement. For, like I said, this is Nerd Talk for y'all who just joining into the podcast. So we're talking about some real state-of-the-art nerd shit, right? You got to be deep in nerddom to know what the fuck I'm talking about. But yeah, so they got a clock called Alarmo, and it plays different sounds from select Nintendo games. And like the bitch get louder and louder and louder and louder. It's kind of dope. But yeah, back to the Switch 2. It has no official name or release date yet, but it said it will be backwards compatible. So you can play all your old Nintendo Switch games on this motherfucker. Hopefully it be the hard ones too, like the little cartridges and the digital games. But you also take your profile with you too. So that's something Nintendo never done before on any of their consoles. Have your fucking profiles
That's real
go.
good, because then like your games that you downloaded and shit should be able to come with your profile.
Right. Only thing is, what game is going to come out with the Nintendo Switch 2 to make people want to buy that junk? Like, oh shit, it can't be Zelda, because Zelda.
They just dropped one.
They just dropped one. It can't be Zelda. So it's got. Hopefully, it'll be a good property. They didn't get. What they got? Metroid,
I feel like
Mario.
They recently came out with a Splatoon. I mean, they probably could do another Splatoon.
Man, fuck that game, man.
I feel like they fucked up Salmon Run though.
I spent what $180 on Splatoon. Everybody got a copy. You get a copy. Because you can't share a fucking game. Hopefully they fix that shit. Fix it so you can share games on the fucking console. If I got a Nintendo family fucking pack of membership, it just hit my bank account today. Them motherfuckers just like Apple. I hit my bank account today, and I spent the Nintendo Switch family. And I'm also paying for niggas that ain't even in the household on Nintendo Switch. So shout out to me for being a real MVP. So shout out to them as well.
CJ on there?
Yeah, somebody else on there too. I think you hold like 8 profiles. So there's a whole bunch of fucking profiles
just
on there.
CJ.
Maybe. But that's the nerd talk for the day.
So Taj could play.
Yeah. Unfortunately, to the listening and viewing audience, I do not, unfortunately, this week. Been a trying week, and I really haven't really been on that tear, but I don't have a motivational minute this week. I don't know if Nichole and the boys want to take over that for today's episode. I don't know. Because
motivational minute.
This episode, why she thinking? This episode is like a filler episode. This me getting back into the groove. I initially was gonna pod yesterday and was like, man, I don't feel like podding. Today, got up and I was like, I don't feel like podding. But in essence, the show must go on. But I do not have a motivational minute this week. But to segue back to what I was saying a couple episodes ago. I did.
Man Burns, you're now locked into Twin Tuition. Clear the air.